Introducing the Atlas Teaching Training Learning Activity Online. Welcome Home International started teaching foreigners, refugees and migrants in cafes within the Erasmus project named Language Voices. We called ourselves Café Lingua and approached language acquisition in a non-formal way and with teaching materials that we created from scratch. We worked only with volunteers and taught English, French, Dutch, German, Arabic, Farsi, and at times Turkish. All in all, it was a very successful project. Eventually, we had so many refugees coming to our events that the Refugee Arrival Center invited us to set up our Café Lingua inside its walls. All of our refugee students at the center are absolute beginners, having only just arrived in the country. Now, we only teach French, Dutch, and English. We run the event 2 times per week and have up to 8+ learners and 12 volunteers per session. Welcome chaos, but we love it. Activity 1. Miming Relay. A teamwork activity to support vocabulary and communication. Miming in class is a simple activity that can be used to learn and practice vocabulary. Miming helps to elicit language and can be used from beginners to advanced. For this activity, you need a flip chart or whiteboard, pens and a mobile phone or flashcards. Create groups of 3. In each group of 3, they must elect a mimer, a communicator, and an artist. The group must form a line from the board with the artist facing the board. The artist may not look away from the board during the entire exercise. Next is the communicator. They must stand with their back to the artist facing the last in the line, the mimer. The mimer can see the board. The mimer must take a look at a flashcard depicting a scene. This could be something like a place such as a museum or a school, types of weather, nouns, verbs or phrases depending on the capacity of your learners. Now the mimer must mime to the communicator who's facing them. The communicator must tell what the mimer is doing to the artist who is facing the board and cannot see what's going on. The artist then draws what the communicator is explaining, while the mimer can make corrections in their mime to more clearly express what the communicator can explain. When a round of about 5 flashcards has been completed, the group can express to the class the difficulties they encountered and whether or not they felt they'd been successful with the project. The class can then evaluate each group and start a discussion on effective communication methods and teamwork. It's a lot of fun and takes a great team effort. Activity 2. The Blind Obstacle Course. A trust-building activity with unique forms of communication. Welcome Home International has a unique experience with its learners as they're refugees. They often have no common language with the tutors, the dynamic is unbalanced and the cultural differences are huge. This exercise is to be done by learners as well as tutors. It removes most forms of standard communication, therefore developing intimacy, exploring trust, and experiencing vulnerability. This allows everyone to begin learning on level ground. For this activity, divide the group into pairs. In each pair, one will be blindfolded. If the environment allows for it, it's best that they're barefoot as well. This puts the blindfolded partner in a state of complete vulnerability. Now their partner will lead them without words or sounds around an obstacle course. This course can be set out in the classroom and out into the grounds of the establishment. If there is a park close by, it would be nice to include it. Outdoors is a superb way of heightening the senses. The longer the activity, the better the pair will become at their own unique language of guidance that they develop in the exercise. Following the exercise, the class will embark upon an in-depth discussion about such abstract topics as feelings of trust, vulnerability, responsibility, and the heightened awareness of senses. Although this exercise relies on a non-verbal activity, you'll be surprised to hear the strong verbal comments prompted because of the shared experience. It is also a great way to elicit empathy and bonding in the class. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of Welcome Home International's teaching methods for refugees. Thanks for watching.